First and foremost, we got double XP week. Double XP week does not pertain to goals. So if, let's say, for example, you haven't completed Conquest, you will not get 60,000 for completing that Conquest map, Faces of the Franchise. Instead, you will remain getting 30,000. The only thing that is doubled is your gameplay experience as well as the gameplay XP cap. Up next, April monthly awards program. We got some new additions to it. So we're now able to get up to 28 program stars. Along the way, we will get ourselves a standard pack as well as 500 stubs. New Tops Now card, CJ Abrams, Diamond Defense, Silver Hitting, good contact against right-handers. Only see this card as someone you would use for parallel XP missions. Same thing goes with Nestor Cortez Jr. Only see this card as someone you would use for parallel XP missions, whether it's offline or online. Hit per 9 is not too great either, so that's why I say you really aren't going to use this card as one to play in Diamond Dynasty in terms of your real God squad. And then last but not least, we have Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh, surprisingly, this card is a really good platoon hitter. You play him at center field. He has 77 fielding, 76 reaction, so both of them are silver. 86 speed is pretty good for a center fielder, but there are a ton of better options at center field, especially from the Faces of the Franchise program. So once again, this card would only be used in order to level up parallel XP missions. Now going into the collection tab, you will need to go ahead and do this. You need to have all 8 collected. They have 8 so far. You get them by completing all the moments in week 1 and week 2. Once you have gotten all 8 and you collect them inside this collection, meaning you won't be able to sell them anymore, but you keep them forever and you can use them in multiple collections, you will get 87 overall Seiya Suzuki, who has secondary positions of third, short, left, and center field. Diamond hitting, gold defense, 81 fielding means he starts off with gold tier defense at his primary position. If you put him at a secondary position, it drops down to silver, and his reaction is also silver. At a secondary position, it will remain silver. Once you get him up to parallel 3, at right field, it goes up to gold. All around, this is a great budget card for right field, and with the secondary positions it has, it makes him a great utility player that I do see fitting into a lot of Diamond Dynasty squads. Support the channel by hitting that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell, and check out the Twitch and Discord inside the description. We stream at 10 p.m. East. Along with the additions to the April monthly awards, we have a brand new program called the Cover Athletes program. You will find this in your other programs tab. In order to complete this program, you need 90 program stars. Now, along the reward path, you will get 3,000 stubs. You will get 10 standard packs, 1 set 1 headliners, and then last but not least, you will get this Cover Athletes Choice Pack, which we do have a video on the channel that tackles which one is the best one to select, but your team might look a lot different than it would have day 1. So just select whichever player fits your criteria, whether you need a platoon hitter or a certain good player at a certain position. The path to this is pretty simple. Inside the moments, you have about 39 stars once completed all. Inside the missions, you have 33 stars, but the thing about these missions is they are repeatable. So for example, if you already did the collection in order to get that Joe Mauer, you will be able to repeat these missions and be able to get to that Cover Athletes Choice Pack a lot faster than someone that does not have any of the players. Now, if you do not have any of the players, they gave us an option of loading up a team, let's say with Minnesota Twins players, Red Sox players, Mariners players, or just mixing it up with all 3, going into any Diamond Dynasty mode and grinding parallel XP with players from those teams in order to get the 3 program stars to level ourselves fast enough to be able to compete and get that Cover Athletes pack as soon as possible. And then last but not least, we got the Cover Athletes Showdown, which will reward you with 25 program stars. So in general, without repeating, you are able to get 97 program stars. So if you don't want to do, let's say for example, 2 moments, you don't have to. The Cover Athletes Showdown, we will have a guide to this as soon as possible, so make sure you guys stay tuned on the channel for that as well. Now going on to Moonshot Weekend 1, this seems to be a 2-part event. It says it ends on April 11th, but if you enter more info or event info, it says it actually ends April 25th at 11 Pacific. So basically it's ending at 2 p.m. Eastern. Along the reward path, I only accounted the rewards up to 90 overall Tim Salmon. 90 overall Tim Salmon is a primary right fielder, secondary left fielder. Similar to Seiya Suzuki, he has great hitting attributes. His fielding is the only downside, unlike Seiya Suzuki. But if I had to pick between the two, I'm definitely taking picking Tim Salmon because you prefer a better hitter than anything else, and those contact numbers along with those power numbers make him the better hitter. Now when it comes to what we get up to this point, you will be able to receive 4 standard packs, 5,000 stubs, a set 3 headliners, and a set 4 headliners, and then last but not least, a Ballin' is a Habit pack as well, with a total of 7,500 experience. In addition to all this content, set 7 headliners has also dropped today, and in it is 92 overall Matt Carpenter with secondary positions of first and second, primary third base. This is going to be a great card, and one that most likely is going to hold value over time, especially as a headliner. Why, you might ask? Well, first of all, the hitting attributes are amazing. The fielding attributes, 77 fielding, 83 reaction, that's silver fielding, and then gold reaction. At a secondary, he remains silver fielding, and then once you parallel him up to parallel 1, he will have gold reaction as well. If you parallel him 3 and keep him at third base, he will have gold reaction. Nonetheless, the reason why this card is most likely to retain value as time goes on is because he has one of the best swings in the game, and if it's still the same, then everyone and their mother will love having this card inside their starting lineup each and every single day. I'm gonna give you blue balls. Let's go ahead and open up the set 7 headliners and see if we could go and pull him ourselves. Now, headliner packs haven't been too friendly with us after we started off hot. We got basically the set 2 and set 3 headliners, and then afterwards we have not gotten a headliner. We missed out on Torkelson, we missed out on Mariano Rivera, and we missed out on Eric Davis, and this is our final chance to not miss out on Matt Carpenter, but unfortunately we do so as well. Last but not least, looking at the content schedule, you will see that tomorrow there is no content dropping for MLB The Show 22. Instead, the next content update will be the 25th, where we get ourselves a new event and a headliners pack. And the new event, we're going to be playing at Forbes Field. It says with any players, so you don't have to go ahead and invest in the next best investment in order to set up the best lineup. And then the All-Star closer is coming inside that headliner set 8 pack. If you look at the 29th, there is no attribute upgrade for roster updates this week, and I didn't think that there would be one because normally they announce it before it happens. That's why I was reluctant, and I still haven't put out a roster update predictions video because I don't want you guys to go ahead and start spending stubs, and then today you go in and you see that there are no attribute upgrades coming tomorrow, the card plummets, and you decide to panic and sell and then lose out on stubs, or the market just crashes and you lose out on stubs. I don't want that to happen to you, so I only want to put it out when I am 100% sure that it's going to be dropping. So the 29th, it's going to be dropping. I for sure will go ahead and get you guys roster update predictions, probably 2 to 3 right before it happens. And last but not least, the 29th, the new feature program comes in. I have an XP method that's going to help you go ahead and complete that super fast. I'll save it for as we get closer to that. It's going to be 5 bosses, there's going to be moments, and there's going to be a conquest map, and most likely following the same rubric as this one, where you only get to select one in a choice pack and then the other one is random. Support the channel by hitting that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell, and check out the Twitch and Discord inside the description. We stream at 10 p.m. East. Support the channel by hitting that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell, and check out the Twitch and Discord inside the description. We stream at 10 p.m. Eastern.